I just continue to be impressed by the way he goes about life, the way he goes about putting his case out there, and the way he goes about race weekends. He seems unflappable, and that is a rare quality, I think, across the board in most people.
Yeah, and it shouldn't be confused with having no emotions at all about these things. He
Right.
says he does, and then this is also something I talked to his boss, team principal at McLaren, Andreas Seller, about, is that he just knows how to control those emotions. He just knows that for the benefit of his whole career and for this championship, it's better to pick the important bits, use it as motivation when necessary, but also just control what comes out. And that seems like a trait of the really great drivers. That obviously every now and again we hear a radio outburst from Max, or even we've heard them from Lewis along the line as well. But just the coolness and the calmness and the ability to control the emotion or use the emotion in the right way, and then also have this ability, and this is something else Stella talked about, to be fast enough that you can start to compute everything else at the same time, so that when these things do get thrown at you, like you've got to
Right.
give your position back to your teammate, it's not a complete shock and you're in the middle of a corner and you're struggling to figure out, what you're going to do at the end of the lap. It's just this computing power that's always there, always in reserve. And that's because he's just so capable behind the wheel that he has this excess computing power to be able to make the right decisions in those situations. And that's something that really does stand out among the top drivers. But I think Oscar just has so early in his career, for one, and it just seems like so natural to him. It's not something that he seems to have had to work on. It's just something that comes naturally to him. It's just who he is. And I think that's such a strong trait in any championship battle. And going into this year, we weren't sure exactly how Oscar would react to a
Mhm.
championship on the line. And the same with Lando, because we only saw Lando, get semi close to a possibility last year. It was never really down to the last race. But with Oscar, just the deeper he gets in, the more he gets in, the more difficult situations he faces, the calmness just stays the same. And that, I think, is a remarkable quality, and probably one that's gonna win in the championship.